Welcome to the Microfiber Wholesale Show, where we talk with cleaning professionals about how to better run and grow your cleaning business. To learn more about who we are and what we do, visit us at microfiberwholesale.com. But today we have a bit of a different show for you. I'm here today with Lynn Frankenfield from Cleaning from a Reason. So, Lynn, I'll let you introduce yourself and give us a little bit about your background, and then do the same for Cleaning for a Reason. We're happy to have you on the show today.
Well, thank you for having me. I am Lynn Frankenfield. I'm the Executive Director of Cleaning for a Reason, and we are located in Texas. We are a 5-person operation, and we are a nonprofit that serves women battling any type of cancer throughout the United States and Canada. And I got involved with Cleaning for a Reason because my mom's a 2-time cancer survivor, and I've been in the nonprofit sector for over 20 years and decided that when she received her second cancer diagnosis, I needed to do something to help women battling cancer. And I was fortunate enough to secure a position with Cleaning for a Reason. And our foundation it was established in May of 2006. And so next year in 2016, we're going to be celebrating our 10th anniversary. And Debbie Sardone is the president and founder of Cleaning for a Reason, and she owns a local cleaning service. And many years ago, she took a call from a woman who was inquiring about cleaning. And this was long before the days of caller ID, and the woman was asking about the cost of cleaning her home. And so when Debbie proceeded to give her a quote, the woman paused and said, "I can't afford that. I have cancer," and hung up. And at that point, Debbie had no way of contacting that woman. So she made it a company policy that anyone that contacted her cleaning company, Buckets and Bows, that they would clean cancer patient home for free. She eventually took that company policy and she turned it into a nonprofit in May of 2006. In addition to owning the cleaning company, Debbie is also a consultant. And so she presented this idea at a conference that she was speaking at, and many of the cleaning companies were very enthusiastic and wanted to become part of this nonprofit. And so today we are partnered with over 1,200 cleaning companies that volunteer their time to go out and clean for women. And it's such an incredible thing that they do. They take their time and their resources and they go and help women when they are in need of these services. And many people don't realize just how grateful patients are for this service, because this is something as a woman that's so important. And so for us as a foundation, it's our goal to make sure the women are focusing on their health and we're focusing on their homes. And the maid services that we partner with, what they do is they provide 4 free cleanings once a month for 4 months, and they take 2 patients on. And it's really a zip code driven type process. Anyone can apply to participate, whether they want to volunteer and clean homes, but we do ask that they do background screens on their employees and that they can provide insurance. And if someone's a patient and they want to apply and they may not be able to apply because they don't have access to a computer, anyone is able to apply on behalf of the patient. And they can contact our office by calling 877-337-3348 or going online to cleaningforareason.org and registering as a patient or registering on behalf of a patient in the patient portal. And then what happens is we just ask women that they provide a doctor's note stating that they're in treatment for cancer, and that's all that we do. And then the patient is matched with a maid service in their area. Of course, there's a couple things because it's zip code driven. We may or may not have a maid service in that particular area, or they may not be open at that particular time. But we certainly try to place many women, although we can't place all of the women that apply for us. The need is so great. And so for us, we continue to want to help more women. And one way that we can do that is by increasing the awareness of the foundation and getting more maid services to participate with us.
Well, that's your story and Debbie's story are both really inspiring. And I think why we wanted to become involved with what you're doing, it was inspiring to us and very humbling as well. But I'd love to hear if you have a favorite story or two from having worked with Cleaning for a Reason, stories you've seen you like to tell about the difference it does make in these women's lives.
Well, Juan, certainly want to thank you for your support because without support of our corporate sponsors, Cleaning for a Reason couldn't do all that we're doing. And so on behalf of Cleaning for a Reason, thank you, because that is what helps us to continue to follow our mission of providing the gift of free house cleaning for women battling cancer. So thank you. Well, we have many, many stories, and we hear from patients and we hear from our maid service partners on a regular basis. Many of our maid services join thinking that they're going to go in and clean, and they want to pay it forward because they want to give it back to women in their community. And most recently, I received a phone call from one of our partner maid services in Georgia. And she contacted me to let me know that she had recently joined Cleaning for a Reason, and she got her first patient, and she really didn't know what to expect and was a little bit apprehensive and uncertain as to how she was going to be received and what she was going to find. And when she arrived to clean the patient's home, the patient was happy for her to be there, but not very inviting. And so this particular maid service partner decided that she was going to try and become a confidant for this patient so that she could feel comfortable opening up to her and having a conversation with her. And little by little, she chiseled away the wall that she had built around herself, and they became great friends. And not only did they become great friends, but she would also spend additional time there because the patient began to open up to her in ways that she didn't open up to her family members. And she talked about how debilitating the disease was and how she wished she could do more gardening and cooking and all those things that she enjoyed. And then they began to talk about the inevitable because she was stage 4 and she didn't have that long to live. And they cried together, they laughed together. And in the end, the family recognized what an impact this particular individual had with the patient. And so in her last hours, they invited her back to sit with the patient and spend some time with her before she passed. And the patient's name is Catherine, and she sat with her for several hours that day. And before she left, Catherine said to her and thanked her for the time that she spent listening to her, crying with her, laughing with her, and helping her feel more comfortable. And what she wanted to do is she wanted to be able to give back so that more women could experience Cleaning for a Reason. And so she asked her family to designate Cleaning for a Reason as the charity to contribute to in lieu of flowers. And it was just incredibly touching and heartwarming for our partner maid service, and she still continues to keep in touch with the family. And so she said to me when I joined because I wanted to pay it forward, but I didn't realize how fulfilling it was going to be. And it didn't matter that I spent more time with this patient than I had originally planned. And I could have been out, earning more money from paid customers, but it gave her that sense of peace, knowing that she helped this woman in her final days. And so that was something that was just very touching. And then we have a local patient, and she's the mother of two and had not one but two cancer diagnoses. And she is so grateful for the help, because one of the things that she shared with us is that you don't realize the effects that the treatment and the disease have on you. And having to not think about cleaning your home or worrying about if the beds are made, and taking that time and spending it with her children was so important. And so she is so grateful that she volunteers for the foundation. She's a great spokesperson on behalf of the foundation. And so we continue to stay in touch with her because she tends to be someone who's very local. And it's really amazing because, especially for me, getting to know patients, many of them I'm talking to over the phone, and learning about their stories, but even the women that are more locally, really building and developing a bond with them and listening to them and helping them through some challenging times. And then, of course, getting to know our partner maid services that go out and provide this service for our women is absolutely incredible. And so every day it's something different, and it's so rewarding. And if I ever think that I'm having a bad day, all I have to do is reflect back on a phone call with a patient or a conversation with one of our partner maid services about a patient that they've cleaned for, or a patient that's passed. And then you quickly realize that that really falls very low on, the scale from 1 to 10. So it really is something that really writes you and really makes you appreciate each and every day.
Certainly, I think I couldn't help but thinking those are great stories, by the way. I think it's a Mother Teresa quote, and I'm sure I'll say it wrong, but when I look at the many, I'm paralyzed, and when I look at the one, I act. And so it's very cool to hear some of the one-on-one stories and the difference it's made, both with partner cleaning companies and with the people y'all have worked with. So that's very cool, Lynn.
It is. It is. We're so grateful for the support that we receive from everyone. And it really is a team effort to be able to do what we do with the maid services and with the staff team and with our corporate sponsors. It allows us to continue to extend our reach and serve women.
Well, you mentioned something about this earlier, but for any cleaning companies that have listened to the interview and are interested in getting involved, what would be the next steps for them to do that?
Well, they could go on to our website, cleaningforareason.org, and they could fill out the inquiry form or the application to partner with Cleaning for a Reason, or they could give us a call at 877-337-3348, and our partner recruiter, Lucy, would be more than happy to have a conversation with them, talk about the requirements, find out if they have any questions. Of course, we're there to support them throughout to make sure that we can answer any questions. And one of the things that is also so powerful with this is it's really letting the community know in which they serve that they're aligned with a nonprofit foundation. It's a great marketing tool because when you think about companies, when you're looking to hire a company or purchase products from a company, we all want to look to a company that is giving back, one that is helping others, whether it's women with cancer or just giving back in general. And that's something that's very important. And so, one of the things that we provide our partner maid services is our logo so that anybody that is looking to hire a maid service, they know that this maid service is paying it forward and they're giving it back to women battling cancer. The other really important thing for us is that our maid services, they are on our website, on our locator map. Whenever we're talking, whether it's on radio, TV, or just to an organization or a group, we're always letting anyone that is in earshot know that the things that they can do for us is, one, if they know a patient, let them know about the foundation. If they're looking to hire a maid service, make sure they have the Cleaning for a Reason logo or they're affiliated with Cleaning for a Reason, because again, we want to make sure that we are promoting all of the maid services that participate with Cleaning for a Reason. And then, of course, patronize our sponsors, because without our sponsors, we couldn't continue to follow our mission. And so those are things that are very, very important. Things that we also do for the maid services, besides provide them with the logo, we'll write a customized press release for them. We'll be there as a support. We have an affiliation with Real News PR, which is a PR company within the Dallas-Fort Worth area who will help get the word out about our partners. Of course, we can't always guarantee that a local news station within their area will pick the story up, but they will go out and go above and beyond to pitch a story about our partners and what they're doing. And so we've received a tremendous amount of media. We also have Cleaning for a Reason Week coming up, which is April 18th through the 24th, which is National Cleaning for a Reason Week. And it's a great opportunity for our maid services to, again, market their affiliation with Cleaning for a Reason. And so some of the things that we do is we have a proclamation, and many of our maid services have taken that to their local government, and they've declared it National Cleaning for a Reason Week. And it's an opportunity, again, to get more media, whether it's print, TV, or radio. And it's also a way to let women know that there is practical help for them today. That's something that's really important, is to continue to get the word out about who we are and what we do and all of the support that we have.
Well, thank you very much, Lynn. I think this will go live probably right around then, around mid-April. So everyone, when you hear this, if you want to get involved, you can, we'll have the numbers, the phone number Lynn mentioned, and the links on the site as well if you didn't get a chance to jot them down. Again, that was Lynn from Cleaning for a Reason. Lynn, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you so much, and thank you for your support.